Hmm. I've been going through something, and I think if you already don't know through the title of the video, uh, I heard this in a podcast today. It's called Paralysis by Analysis. And yeah, as soon as I heard that, I was on the board, I was writing it right here. This is where I wrote the part because I was making notes of the podcast. It was on procrastination and steps to solve procrastination. And this, even though I didn't relate to the steps, every single thing that the podcast host spoke about on procrastination, the moments he defined about different things, I related to like um, almost all of them. And so I have a pen in my hand, so I think this will help me think clearly and hopefully make somebody understand better. What procrastination is just a fight for gratification. And so if you can't read it, I hope my voice helps you out. And so yeah, so it's like a full fight, right? So it's a fight, and who is it happening between? Uh, it's happening between your present self and your future self. And so I think this whole cycle of the fight for gratification, this is constantly happening. And when in this fight the present self wins, when in this fight the present self wins, that's when the result is procrastination. Yes. And that basically like sums up the whole point of procrastination. You do things because you might want dopamine or some other hormone, but I think we are mostly driven by dopamine. How much ever I know, I don't know enough, but yes, so we are possibly driven by it. So that is gratification. I mean, I'd rather have it now rather than in the future. So and so that constant fight is always happening. I really have been going through this cycle. I think um, I am like a victim to it because I find myself wanting to start like a business or wanting to find an purpose that I can commit myself to for like the next 10 years. Because something that I figured out is I stuck to something for a single year. It was content creation, not on this channel, but I saw the results for a starter. And so I'm certain of it that if I stick to anything for enough of time, I will have it. I know this. It's proven. I mean, try it. And so now that I know it, I only want to commit to something that I'm sure of, something that I actually want. And so the past couple of months, I've been trying to figure out what I actually want. This is what at least I've been saying to people. So that is another point that you can take into account over here. But my whole principle is that if I figure out what I want, I can go all in on it. But honestly, super honestly, I just tell this to people. I have not taken action towards it. I know the steps that I have to go into it. It has to be sitting down, opening a notebook, meditating, writing, figuring out like visiting my past, figuring out what my life like reverse engineering 5 years from now, what my ideal life looks like, and then yeah, just breaking into smaller places. And so this paralysis by analysis, uh, just sitting and thinking that it will be huge, and I won't be able to do it. I think it's fear of failure that haunts me, and why I'm not honest about it, why I'm not being myself. I think it's a fear of loss of status. Yes, and I've been explaining this to like everybody that talks to me that, oh, no, 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 I'm doing the right thing. I'm thinking right now. I need to figure out what I want. And bro, the kind of explanations I have things like, no, if you have like one year I'm going to spend doing the activity, should I not spend like 6 months making the decision? That's dumb. I don't need 6 months. I mean, like, even if I did, I don't know that I need it. Plus, on top of that, I haven't even spent 10 minutes actively doing it. And so, even if the 6 months thing is right, spend all the time, I'm not actually spending time. So, if you find in yourself in that position, yeah, we are at risk of procrastination. Another thing that I've been trying to like tell them is I chose the wrong opportunity in the past and look where it has gotten me. It's not even got me to like a bad place. It's got me to an amazing place. I just say it, and I know that the other person won't dig one level deeper. They won't ask the next question. That reason, maybe they're not interested, or maybe I believe that they don't have the intellectual capacity. One of them, I hope it's the first one, but yeah, that's another reason that I give. And so these all of these beliefs are like really hollow. They can be broken down if you just like go one level down and ask the next question. What do you mean you're in a bad place? Or for the first one, what do you mean you need to think 6 months? What kind of actions or inputs are you putting in for thinking? And phew, I think in my head I realized I was full of shit um, for saying all of these things a little while back. So I'm gonna stop saying that. That'll be the only outcome that I can work towards. And so, phew, I am procrastinating. Uh, the podcast didn't convince me that much with its steps, but it is right. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is sit with a notebook and pen and reverse engineer what my life will look like in the next fifth year from now, and what are the inputs I should take that will like guarantee that I reach there, that will be like make it unreasonable for me to be there. And what are the things that will definitely cause failure, stop doing them. So that's the action item from here. But if you do find yourself in my position, and you do get to a position where you figure out you're full of shit, hopefully this video helps you do that. But yeah, if you do get there, uh, good luck. Take the first little step. I think one thing that really made sense in the whole podcast was that it's a whole long thing, 6 steps, 7 steps that he gave. But the main principle was that I think paralysis by analysis only happens because of overthinking and actually understanding how massive what you're setting out to do is. And so, but you have only 1 hour, right? You have like a day or like 3 months in front of you, and you're thinking like, oh god, millionaire, bro. Um, so break it down, man. Just break it like really, really small piece. Find out how to reward yourself, because the work is not reinforcing unless. Uh, I hope I'm wrong here. I get proven wrong in my wiser years. But the work is not reinforcing unless society does it. Unless you have other people telling you that you're doing great, or like at least you see external results from outside. So a lot of times you'll be like, oh god, I've worked this much, that's great. No, I mean, that doesn't satisfy me. I still need to see external results. I need to show the money made, I need to show the views that I got, I need to show the comments that I got. And so even though I'm like, because I was creating content is concerned, like I was creating amazing videos, creating videos that were really helpful, but unless I, I actually got like great results, the work wasn't reinforcing. And so find out a way to reinforce this stuff, because it is super hard to stick to things. Maybe I've figured a very very little bit of that, so you can use my advice over there. uh, the chocolate thing, like reward yourself with a chocolate, reward yourself with a scroll on Instagram. No, I think that's really shit. Uh, Make good stuff, man. I think that'll be really reinforcing. Just do good things that you genuinely want to do. That should help you out. And you've been procrastinating, finding out what those things are. This is for me and possibly for you. Go do them.